Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most important topics in all of the Pokemon community history. What type of ball do you catch your shiny Pokemon in? For all my mentally sane viewers that don't use Twitter, you may have missed the great quickball debate over the last week. Some people were trying to say it was drama and we're taking it a lot more seriously than it should have. It is all lighthearted fun. I just want to preface saying that it do not matter, but I do kind of feel like I had a big part in sparking it to begin with. I'll catch you up to speed with how things went down. So I tweeted this back in December, actually the day after Christmas, and I tweeted this because I was watching my boy Liam, Ace Trainer Liam. I tuned into his stream on Christmas Day and I witnessed Sophie catching a Pokemon in a quick ball, or attempting to catch a Pokemon in a quick ball. I think it was a shiny Delibird, and I was just this was the exact thought that came to my mind. Imagine spending hours shiny hunting just to throw a quick ball at it. And you may be asking yourself, why do people hate quick balls so much? They're just efficient. And I think that is exactly why. Whenever you're completing your Pokedex, you're just going around and you're just lobbing quick balls at things. The ball just doesn't really have much value. And that it's as simple as that, because it's one of those balls that you kind of just, it's kind of like an overused ball. It's the ball with like the best chance at catching a Pokemon besides a Master Ball. And I have been saying for years, the worst part of playing Pokemon is catching Pokemon. I absolutely hate catching Pokemon, so you'd think quick balls would be right up my alley. I mean, yeah, they are. I like using them when I'm just catching a Pokemon just to fill out my Pokedex. But when it comes to a Pokemon I actually want to use, I just want to put a little bit more meaning into it, you know? Like I'll just throw a regular Pokeball at it because it's the lowest odds, and Pokeballs are, I think the Pokeball looks the coolest. Pokeballs and Premier Balls are my top two favorite balls. Either way, I didn't tweet this out immediately because I didn't want it to seem like I was like aggressively subtweeting about something so silly. But then I was talking to Sky about it, and I mentioned how I was going to make the tweet, and she was like, just do it, no balls. Because Sky, my fiance, she uses quick balls and shinies. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And this was back in December, and it caused a little bit of debate, but it's really not serious. Fast forward now, we're now in January. I saw Reversal tweet this out. Why is it such a big deal what ball people use to catch shiny Pokemon in? I'm really confused. I just use quick balls because, well, it's quick. And he got a comment saying the quick ball for a shiny, my heart hurts. The quick ball shiny thing is obviously way beyond me. I don't want to just sit here and take credit for what occurred on Twitter. But in terms of like how the events unfolded, like this is just what I saw from my perspective. So Reversal tweeted this out, and it kind of just re-brought back up everything, because like I started this back in December. A month later, it gets brought back up again. I quote retweeted it saying, your Pokemon have less swag if inside of a quick ball. It's hard coded into the game, because it's like it's not serious. This isn't serious at all. I think the Twitter community took people's opinions against quick balls a bit too seriously. Like if I can't joke around and poke fun at you for catching a Pokemon in a quick ball, like what can I joke about? Anyways, the next day I wanted to throw more fuel on the fire, just do a little bit of trolling. I'm not pressed. I do not care. If anything, go ahead, catch all your shinies and quick balls, make them look terrible, because mine will just look better. I don't give a shit what you use. I need that to be clear. I just kind of wanted a little bit more trolling. Using quick balls is like wearing a really nice suit and then wearing Crocs. And this is coming from me. I literally wear Crocs every single day. I think the best way to describe why a lot of people, including myself, don't like quick balls is because it's like the Walmart ball, you know? I mean, yeah, they're more expensive than regular Pokeballs, but I don't know. It's just, if you see a Pokemon caught in a quick ball, you're just like, okay, this person really didn't care about this Pokemon. They just kind of lobbed it at the Mon, and that was it. The next day, the 24th, I then decided to put some more gas on the fire just because I thought it'd be funny, and I made this edit of Brute Bonnet with negative swag. But fortunately, the Brute Bonnet is a positive swag nature, which is the only reason why it does not have negative 999999999. The Brute Bonnet has the bad swag stat because it was caught in a quick ball. Listen, I'm not perfect. I have caught Pokemon and quick balls before, shiny Pokemon and quick balls before. And then, you know, the general community, there's a bunch of tweets from a bunch of different creators all over the place. It's just how it goes, right? It just snowballs. Someone will have seen a tweet from me or Reversal or anyone else, and then they'll give their 2 cents on it because it's just such a silly, harmless topic. And then the next person will do it, and then the next person will do it, and it just snowballs from there. So community-wide, people were talking about quick balls, getting thousands of likes and retweets, until eventually Pokemon TCG tweeted quick ball appreciation post. It's honestly, it's, and then Pokemon replied. It's so funny that like something like this just got so much attention. I really hope people realize it is just all lighthearted fun. It really, this is not that deep. Anyways, today I wanted to share with you my opinions on all the Pokeballs. I don't know if I've done one of these videos before, so let's do it. A lot of people seem to want to like match their shiny Pokemon with the colors of the Pokemon itself. You know, for example, like, oh, Drifloon looks great in a quickball. Yeah, it looks all right. The colors match perfectly. Shiny Drifloon, that is. That's why I actually did catch a shiny Drifloon in a quickball. That's like, I think Drifloon and my Brute Bonnet are the only two I've caught in quickballs. The Brute Bonnet was just out of sheer panic. But a lot of people like to match their colors, and I mean, I don't know, I don't really have like a rhyme or reason. I don't really go so much for colors. I kind of just go for more like thematic. So like I mentioned, obviously my favorite balls are the Pokeball and the Premier Ball. I do think I like the Premier Ball a wee bit more, but they're the OGs. The Premier Ball is kind of like the shiny version of like a Pokeball, if you think about it that way. So like putting your shiny Pokemon in a Premier Ball is kind of just makes sense. In terms of balls I don't like, I mean, these, I don't think these even count really. That doesn't count here. I think like the GS ball, like anything that isn't like main series, I think just doesn't count. Anything that isn't usable main series. So next is the dive ball. I actually really like the dive ball. It's really just, it's a cool ball. It's just the colors are really nice. If I'm gonna catch a water type, likely will go in a dive ball. Like I said, it just really depends, right? The lure ball is actually S tier, but only for Totodile. This is exclusively Totodile's Pokeball. Obviously, Ash in the anime caught Totodile in the lure ball. It just looks like Totodile. It works for Totodile. Some people were trying to catch Greninjas in lure balls because they were like, oh, it matches his colors, but I just disagree. I don't think it matches his colors at all. It's just the incorrect shades, and it's just, if I'm gonna match the color of a Pokemon, I want it to be like a 100% perfect match, and there's like very few that do that. Cherish Ball, I actually really like the Cherish Ball. I maybe put it in A tier. I don't know, I've not really heard many people talk about the Cherish Ball, but like design wise, I think it's neat. It's a good event Pokeball. The Beast Ball is another great ball. There's part of me that like feels a bit awkward about like, because I think I caught one of my Charizards in like a Beast Ball, and like part of me is like, should I have done that? Should it be exclusive for Ultra Beast? But then also like how low the catch rate is on a Beast Ball unless it's an Ultra Beast. It's kind of cool, and the design of it is just really sick. I'm a little bit conflicted, but yeah, it's a really cool ball. Dream Ball, can't hate the Dream Ball, man. The Dream Ball's sick. In ROM hacks, Dream Balls are typically used if you catch a Pokemon in a Dream Ball. It will gain its hidden ability. In the main series, they don't do that. And I honestly like, I played too many ROM hacks because I remember sitting there like, oh, I've got a Dream Ball. If I catch it, it'll have its hidden ability. And then people were like, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, wow, I really just played ROM hacks that much? But yeah, it should have that functionality. I think the Dream Ball just like helps you catch Pokemon that are sleeping or something. It doesn't matter its function. It's a cute ball. It's got ties to, the dream world or whatever. Now, this might be a little bit controversial, a little bit more controversial than my quick ball take. I'm not a huge fan of Dusk balls, and it's again mainly because of the function. I see a Dusk ball and I'm like, that person caught that shiny in a cave and they were being lazy. If I'm shiny hunting, if I'm actively going on my way to find a shiny Pokemon, I should be prepared to catch it. I shouldn't just try and lob the ugliest ball ever at it. To be fair, it doesn't look bad. It's just the function. Because of the function of the ball, my brain is like, no, that's too common of a ball for you. That's too easy. You're taking the easy way out. Even though I myself hate catching Pokemon. Now, Great Balls, I probably rank them a bit lower. When I was younger, I've got a little funny story about Great Balls. When I was a kid, I used to love Great Balls. There was one time I was trying to catch Heatran and I ran out of Ultra Balls, and then the first Great Ball I threw, it stayed in. So in my silly little child mind, I was like, Great Balls are better than Ultra Balls. And I don't know why, I just was like, yeah, those are my favorite. I love Great Balls, but looking back on it, yeah, they're just ugly. Not the biggest fan of Great Balls. Fast Ball is a very nice ball. Probably just put it up here, like maybe, yeah, like around here. All the Johto balls are just really nice. The Friend Ball, not so much. I mean, Friend Ball can be in B tier. I don't mind it, but there's a time and a place. Heavy Ball, when used right, Heavy Balls are phenomenal, man. If you like, doesn't like colors aside, Heavy Ball and like a Snorlax or something like that is cool. Using a Heavy Ball to catch a heavy Pokemon, using the ball for its purpose, that's cool. You've got the Heal Ball. The Heal Ball, I think the pink is just a bit too, and I don't know what it is. I like it about the same as Dusk Balls. The Heal Ball doesn't even have that crazy of a function. All it does is like heal your Pokemon when you catch it, and it's like, I guess it's nice if you're kind of like out and you're stranded in the middle of a route, but like all it does, it doesn't like make it easier, it just heals them for you when you catch them. Just not the biggest fan of the design of it overall. This is the level ball, I believe. I quite like the level ball. I like using on stuff like fighting types. I don't know why. I feel like it just, the vibe just works. Like I really like using on like Scrafty, you know, like just fighting types. I think it just worked. I can't explain it. The love ball. Oh, I absolutely love the love ball. I caught a Tinkaton in a love ball. It's just kind of like, it's a ball that I want to use on Pokemon that I absolutely love. Pretty simple reasoning, I think. So like I would use it on like Mawile as well. Luxury ball, I actually used to be not a big fan of it, but the Scarlet and Violet update that made its kind of like its rim, I guess, if that, I don't know the right word. With that, yeah, it made it all metallic and cool, and luxury balls just are gorgeous now. I'm actually shiny hunting Froakie right now in a luxury ball because its colors actually match the luxury ball. Shiny Greninja, that is. I think I like the luxury ball a little bit more than the beast ball. I feel like this is pretty top heavy though, so we're gonna move this down. I think I like the luxury ball a little bit more than the dive ball. They're kind of interchangeable, depends on the mood. And the cherish ball I'd maybe put here. Yeah, this looks better. The moon ball, the moon ball's great, man. What's not to love about the moon ball? Like all these balls right here are just like, they're so good. The Johto balls like went ham. Nest ball, it's kind of like on the same sort of like playing field as these ones, you know, like it makes lower level Pokemon easier to catch. It's not as bad as them though, I don't think, and like the colors are pretty harmless. We have a netball. Netball is one of those weird ones. I like the design of it a lot. I really like Pokeballs that like keep the blue bottom. I mean, obviously some of my favorites don't do that, you know, like Dream Ball and Dive Ball and Luxury Ball. Like some of my favorites don't do that. They completely like take over the whole ball. But I have a soft spot for balls that don't cut that out of context. I have a soft spot for balls that have like the blue bit at the bottom. I actually photoshopped a quickball with the blue bit of white bit at the bottom. I actually photoshopped a quickball with the white bit at the bottom instead, and I thought it looked way better personally. Yeah, the netball is kind of like in a weird sort of like purgatory middle ground where it's like, yeah, it makes catching water and bug types so much easier, but the design of it is so good that I almost don't care. I don't know where to go next. I mean, like I think like this and like these like don't really count because I don't think your Pokemon ever stay in them permanently. Then we have repeat balls. I have a confession to make. I actually caught my Koraidon in a repeat ball, and it was kind of in a moment of weakness. I don't like the design of the repeat ball, okay? I don't like it, but color wise it actually fits Koraidon. And in the time I was actually like, I was trying to like rush. I felt like I was behind everyone else in the game because I'd just been taking my sweet time. So I caught my Koraidon in a repeat ball just because the colors work. It technically wasn't your first Koraidon and I was in a rush. If I could go back, I would probably just catch it in a Pokeball, but repeat ball isn't the worst choice for Koraidon. But besides that one use case, I would definitely like no, repeat balls are no, never use repeat balls. They're like quick balls ugly brother, less ugly brother, I guess. Oh boy, is this a safari ball? Yeah, it's a safari ball, I believe. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not the biggest fan of safari balls. I guess it's kind of cool that it's like the only place you can actually get a Pokemon in that ball is the safari zone, but I don't know. Yeah, not the biggest fan. I'll put them in the same tier as Great Ball. We're back to these four right here. Okay, Ultra Ball. I don't know, like, yeah, it's better than the Great Ball, but it's black and yellow. It's like a nice color combo. I don't absolutely love it, but I'll put it here. I think this is a nice place for it. I like it a little bit more than Great Balls. If I caught a shiny Pokemon in an Ultra Ball, it wouldn't completely ruin it for me. Whereas if I caught a shiny Pokemon in a Great Ball, I would probably be a little bit upset. I think like that's kind of like, you know, D tier onwards is like, it wouldn't ruin the Pokemon for me, but you know, the higher it gets, the, you know, obviously it's situational, depends on the Pokemon, but yeah, D tier onwards is like the balls that just wouldn't ruin having the shiny Pokemon in that ball for me. But like these ones down here, they absolutely do ruin the Pokemon a bit. The final three, Timer Ball. It's a little bit of a weird one too, because Timer Ball, the function of it is cool. It's like after 5 turns, the Pokemon becomes like much easier to catch. It's one of the most efficient balls besides the Quick Ball. The design of it is much better than the Quick Ball in my opinion, but because of the function, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But at the same time, when it comes to like Paradox Pokemon who are from the future and the past, catching it in a Timer Ball is like, it's time related, you know. I think it belongs like here. Like functionally, it's, you know, I think it's as strong, maybe not as strong as the Quick Ball, but like you have to still put a little bit of effort in. You've got to at least be there for 5 turns to get the most out of it. So that, yeah, that's kind of like I think I like Timer Ball a little bit more than Net Balls. Yeah, I think we'll do that right here. Then we have the Master Ball. It's a guaranteed catch, but they're very few and far between. I haven't used my Master Ball in Pokemon Scarlet yet, but I do like Master Balls, but like for like a really specific Pokemon. Master Ball on Mewtwo, for example, I think it works because, I mean, Mewtwo's purple. It's got the letter M on it for Mewtwo. I mean, obviously it's for Master Ball, but yeah, I for Mewtwo, Master Ball for Mewtwo is kind of like the way I see it. But there is actually one other case. So I was shiny hunting in Pokemon Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Either way, it doesn't matter. I was shiny hunting for shiny Cubone. Long story short, the Cubone wasn't staying in any of my balls, so I ended up just using a Master Ball on it, and then I evolved it, and shiny Alolan Marowak just worked color-wise with the Master Ball, and also again M for Marowak. It just really works. So like, I think literally my favorite Pokemon that I have ever caught and owned is a Marowak, a shiny Alolan Marowak called Red Rum in a Master Ball. I just have such an attachment to that Pokemon. So the Master Ball is sick, but like, I only really want to use it on Mewtwo's, to be honest. And then the moment you've all been waiting for, where does the Quick Ball go on my ranking? I mean, obviously right there, the very bottom. This is the official Hoodlum Callum 2023 Pokeball tier list. This is the order of which ones I like the most. Very important.